Yo, welcome to the Table Talk podcast, where we sit down, pull up a chair, and we get started. This podcast is designed to provide you packed full of information to help you with your training, nutrition, lifestyle, and well-being, where we interview myself through case studies to give you lifetime experience. And then we also interview high-performing individuals or other career-focused people who are looking to make changes in their lifestyle, training, nutrition, and well-being. So let's pull up that chair and let's go. Yo, welcome to the Table Talk podcast, where we are going to pull up a chair. Well, I will pull up a chair. You'll sit on a bus, you'll go for a walk, or you'll just be at home having a nice cup of coffee or sip of water. Or any other liquid beverage. And yes, that is not a sound effect. That is me drinking water. So let's dive into the Table Talk podcast, where we are going to discuss habits. Say what? Yes, we're going to talk about how to kickstart a routine, build habits, and really just uncovering the problems with goal setting. So it all starts with a story long ago when Karl was a young boy. So what are habits, what are routines, and what is goal setting? So fundamentally, we all set a goal. We're going, I'm going to lose 10 kilos in the next 12 weeks. Amazing. So the habits or the routines are what you are going to set in place to make that happen. So what I used to say to people, or probably still do actually, is I go, great, let's eat some raw chicken that's been sitting outside for the last 5 weeks. Let's get malaria or salmonella, puke our guts out, get hospitalized, and we'll probably lose that 10 kilos within a week. Let's not do that. Cool. We've now established that that's a habit or routine we do not want to do. But what if I'm a vegan? Well, cool. Find something that goes off and that you shouldn't eat. There you go. Yeah, dip your carrot stick in salmonella. Then there you go. So when you're setting a goal, it's really like, what is the outcome that you want to achieve? But then you need to establish what are the habits, the traits, or the skill sets that you need to really build to make that happen. Like most people, we used to do this. I used to always say this to people and I picked up from my coach, Mr. Roland Dubois, which was, get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Did you get 7 to 9 hours? People would be like, I got 7. Cool. Was it broken? Oh, well, yeah. Or like I went to bed at 11 and I woke up at 6. Okay. When your head hit, when you went to the pillow, did you go, or did you lay there on your phone for 30 minutes? Most people would say, oh, I was on my phone. That's not 7 hours of sleep. So there's this huge misconception of what sleep is. All right. So, if you're sleeping 6 hours and you should be getting 8. So we now change it to 8 hours. So it's like, did you get 8 hours of sleep? Because if you're on your phone for maybe 20 minutes, you'll still get 7. So 8 hours is our focus. Right. So building the habits, the routines, and the rituals. So we're going to go through a huge list today of things that you could be doing or tweaking and improving, or things that you could literally use for yourself and put into place. So before we kick in, big shout out to her, Serene Della. She and I were, so one thing you can do is actually, if you really want to build a routine and goals and habits, go away. What? Take a holiday. Take 3, 4, 5 days off, as much as you like. And, take time to reflect, because that's just going to allow you to clear your head and really think about what is it that you want to be doing. You might say, well, I do want to lose 10 kilos. Yeah, but you might think about, well, actually, what is that 10 kilos going to do for me? Like, play it out. If I lose 10 kilos, I'm then going to have better sex. Why don't you just get better at sex now? You don't need to lose 10 kilos. Just be better at it now. Yeah, but if I played it, if I could do that, but if I strengthen my glutes, I have greater thrust capacity. Excellent. Therefore, my partner is happier. If my partner is happier, we have a better relationship. Oh, cool. So we got to work on the relationship. Okay. But what does that 10 kilos do? Well, if I lose 10 kilos, I'm more appealing and my partner takes double takes. And I like when my partner takes double takes. And it's like, great. Okay. So you want to lose 10 kilos. So your partner goes, well, no. Well, also, like if I have lost 10 kilos, I'll improve my posture. I'll have better posture, and therefore, like, I'll present better at work, and I'll be a better leader, or I'll probably get a promotion. Okay, well, if you want to get a promotion, you probably need to improve your skill sets, behaviors, so you become that person. So, like, what is that person when you've got that promotion? What are you doing then? It's like, oh, well, I would drink water. I would arrive to work an hour early to prep. Cool. Well, you could also do those things now too. So by playing it out and by going away, you remove all distractions. Like you get out of the environment that causes you to maybe be distracted. So, how often we go, I'm going to do it on Monday. I'm going to start Monday, Sunday. Oh, Monday's here. You're back into your old routine. So removing yourself is definitely going to allow that. And so what I did was I removed myself to surprise my partner, Kate. Here's a picture of her handing you chocolate. Yes, she is amazing. Yes, I get chocolate on a regular basis. And if you don't believe me, I have cacao nibs here, or like 80% dark chocolate. Love the stuff. It's probably why I'm a little softer around the edges. It's puppy fat. I'll grow into it. But went away and got to spend time with these two legends, Matt and Serene. And Serene's asking me like, well, what's the purpose of this podcast? And the purpose of Table Talk podcast is one, to share case studies, experiences that anyone can learn from, and also just really to talk to anyone, because anyone who has a career, has a job, has a business, has built something, has done something, has experience in their own opinion, their own ways. And sometimes we forget, Tony Robbins, Daniel Henderson, Alex Hormozi, Jimmy, Layla Hormozi, my own partner, Kate, are some, people that I admire too. Rachel Guy as well, admire. And, constantly wanting to be like, I might want to be like those people. And I'm constantly working, chasing what their ambitions are. But sometimes we forget, and we forget, and we don't see what we've done and achieved behind us. So, this allows everyone to talk about what they've done. And, it's a great point to be like, oh yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I am awesome. Insert picture of a puppy going, boom, you're awesome. So she goes, I like that, and then she's like, oh, can't exactly remember the words, but I wrote down that I'm going to say a shout out to Serene. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoy today's podcast, and I hope you are having a marvelous time. Also, big congratulations to you and your handsome partner, Matt, is what you should be thinking, not me. But, I hope you guys, you've got some great news on the way. So I wish you all the best, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. But let's dive back where we went up to the Gold Coast and, went to the beach. Now, why did we go to the Gold Coast? Well, one, it was Kate's surprise birthday, surprise 3 of 5. And it was great because on Friday, she's got her Ugg boots on. She's got like thick pants on, keep herself warm. She's got a jumper on. She's got a blanket on. And she's got a hot cacao. And she's like, it's been a long few weeks. Like we've just been going. She's like, I can't wait to have R&R together. I go, yep, I can't wait. But you know what? These weeks have been jam-packed. We need to go to the beach. She's like, oh, that'd be great. Like, Kate's gone to the beach. Kate has this thing where if, there's a lot going on. Like, we're overworked, feeling a bit run down. We go to the beach, flush it, get rid of those troubles, that salt water, replenish the body. And side stories that I remember when we started doing this, it's like Christmas, New Year's Day. It's after Christmas on New Year's Day, like the day after Christmas, or Boxing Day or New Year's Day is like, we're going to the beach. Okay, it's like, let's go to the beach. Let's start the new year. Let's reset. I'm like, I don't want to go to the beach. She's like, come on, it'll be good for us. I don't want to go to the beach. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to tolerate anything. I just want to sit here. I just want to play a video game. She's like, oh my God, like, could you grow up? I'm like, could you grow up and back off? She's like, we're going to the beach. I don't want to go to the beach. She's like, come on, stop being a child. I'm not being a child. I'm just being completely reasonable. She's like, you're being a child. We're going to the beach. I don't want to go to the beach. She's like, well, you're driving and I enjoy driving. Okay. All right. So let's go. I'm like, fine, but I don't want to talk to anyone. She's like, you don't have to talk to anyone. I'm telling you, if I have to talk to someone, I'm going to be real grumpy and I'm going to be in a bad mood. She's like, well, you're being in a bad mood right now. Don't tell me what I am. And so this kind of continued for a good, 45, 60 minutes. We walk to the car, get in, hire Uber share, get in the car. I don't want to beach. Let's go to this one. Oh, God, there's lots of people there. Come on, park the car. We walk through this bush trail. I'm like, and then there's dogs. I'm like, oh, puppy, oh. Kind of get out of that mood. She's like, God, thank goodness. We walk through. I'm like, oh, there's so many people here. I told you I didn't want to be here. I have to talk to these people. Oh, like, why are we here? She's like, would you just like dump your stuff? Let's go in the water. And back and forth, back and forth. We dump our stuff. And I'm like, if anyone takes our stuff, I'm gonna be so annoyed and it's gonna be your fault. She's like, oh, far out. Like, get in the water. And as you can gather, wow, you're a piece of work, Karl. Yeah, when I like dive deep into work and I just forget everything else, I kind of let myself go. Like, I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten for 6 hours. I should probably eat. Probably should eat. So I go through ebbs and flows, all in sort of personality, and get in the water. And I'm like, wee! So a wave comes. I jump up, get to the top of the wave. Some waves take me out. I'm having a good laugh, a good time. And it was only for 10 minutes, and then it becomes 30 minutes to an hour. Kate goes to the pool, so it's a little bit safer. She doesn't like big waves. And then mushing around, and then I come out and I wash myself, and I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, for what? Well, I realize now that I was being very unreasonable. Being unreasonable? Yeah, sure. That's what you want to call it. We can call it many other things. It's like, yep, cool. I own it. I know I didn't have to talk to anyone. We'll leave that there. Yep. Is there anything else? And so this kind of went on. I'm holding tears of laughter back because it's just like, wow. So rather than let that build up, we do that more regularly. So bring it back to now. So Kate's like, oh, the beach would be great. Like, I'm really feeling it. I'm like, great, pack of shit. We're going to the Gold Coast. She's like, what? Where? We leave in 20 minutes. We have a flight in an hour and a half. She's like, huh? So you're like, what? Karl, you just jumped 2 stories. So remember, we're talking about Kate's surprise birthday. So it's surprise 3 out of 5. I've actually pre-booked flights to the Gold Coast to go to the beach to see our friends Matt and Serene. So that's where the shout out is like, hey. So off we go. We meet Matt at the airport. He's like, what's up, losers? Kate's like, oh, Matt, how's it going? And he's actually a priority member of Virgin. Just means you fly with Virgin a lot. He's got Virgin Lounge. He's like, sup, losers? And like, would all priority members please board the aircraft so you can? He's like, that's me. See you later. So he's comfortable sitting in his chair. No, he didn't get peanuts. We're only flying, domestic. So you got to pay for that. So if you paid for it, joke's on you. I packed my nuts already. And yes, for those that are going, well, he packed his nuts. They're in his shorts. No, I packed cashew nuts with a giant marble cookie. Get your head out of the gutter and welcome back to Table Talk above the belt. And so that we go on the plane, we fly. Serene takes us to this really nice restaurant. Like, not fancy, like just like they had really good guacamole and chips. I know, super basic, but hey, guacamole and corn chips, nom nom nom. It's like literally like a fistful of guac, 2 fists of corn chips. So not enough corn chips. So you got to really stock up on that guacamole. Got to get them healthy fats. So we spent time with them. Nice chat. And then literally we got up. I'm up at 5. Kate gets up at 6:30. I know, super early for her. Delete that. Super early for her on a weekend. She's like, we're going to the beach. I'm like, can we go to a cafe first? She's like, oh. Off we go. She's like, there's a cafe. There's another cafe. Why don't we go to that one? I'm like, there's one cafe we need to go to. Matt told me this is the one. And so we went to that. And she's like, I'm going. This is a really nice cafe. Also, because we could have gotten a giant brownie, but we didn't. We got their gluten-free toast, which they didn't butter, they didn't jam, and they left the butter in the wrap, which was refrigerated. What does that mean? It means it did not spread on the toast. Insert. Oh, yeah, poor me. First world problems. So yeah, then we went to the beach, dipped in the water, had a great time. And so by doing this, let's bring it back to what are we talking about? You may have been like so involved in this story, but remember, we're here to talk about goals, habits, and routines. And so a lot of the time, Kate and I will do, it's coming up to end of financial, like, did we achieve our goals? Yes or no? Cool. No? What did we do for that to happen? Example would be if, you're in a sales team, you want to grow by 10 sales goals. but you need to do 200 calls a day. Did you do it? No. Great. Guess what you need to start doing? More calls, or find it a way to capture more people, maybe through automation. So bring it back to like, I want to lose 10 kilos and just play it out. So like for the calls, if I did 200 calls, what would that look like? Well, then I wouldn't be able to do this, but I wouldn't be able to do this, but this would lead to this. Great. Keep doing that. So for the weight loss, more thrust capacity, leaner physique, more like look better, like stack up all the positives, all the pros of what it's going to do for you. So it's no longer about the 10 kilos. Like that's going to happen. So, what are you going to do? I need to start doing 10,000 steps a day. That'll get me fresh air and open me up. So I'm no longer like, meow. I'm going to start eating 80% better. Still have pizza. I like pizza. And ice cream. Ice cream on your pizza. Double down. Save time. But Karl, that's not good. Yeah, I know. I agree. You should put a pizza on top of the pizza so the ice cream's in the middle. Triple down on your time. And also, it's more pizza to ice cream. So therefore, it's more meat, vegetables. I totally agree with you. Less ice cream, 100%. You are right. So sorry for that one. No, not just pizza and ice cream, but pizza, ice cream, pizza. So build that foundation habits and start to just build on those routines. And each week, how am I going? Am I getting my 8 hours of sleep every night? No. I go to bed at 11. I wake up at 5. Okay, well, if you do the math, if you want to know how to get 8 hours of sleep, the greatest way, the best thing you could ever do to get 8 hours of sleep is remind yourself of all the benefits that sleep will do for you. So improve cognitive function, decreases the aging process, more focus, more energy, increase growth hormone production, lean muscle mass, decrease in fat mass. Is when do you want to wake up? 5 o'clock, minus 8 hours, go backwards. 9 o'clock, great. Go to bed at 9, wake up at 5. There's your 8 hours. Ta-da! I know. Revolutionary. So therefore, you have 16 hours in the day to eat, do whatever you need, kiss your partner, find a partner, train, eat, repeat, work, do all those things and habits and rituals that are going to help you achieve that goal. And that's the podcast. So let's continue. So these are all the things that you can do, but what are the fundamentals? You might go drink 3 liters of water, have my coffee in the morning. Like you can plan it out. And there's this habit thing that I really like. It's not a habit thing. You literally just, and look, if you want it, I can send you the Google sheet for it. It's 15. Actually, we can put a link in this. So let's put the link down below. So click on the link, which is literally 15-minute break cycles. So what you do is if I wake up at 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, 6, 6:15, all the way to the time you sleep, and just implement little things that you can do. You do an overview. You might have 4 hours free. Great. You finish work at 5, 5, 6. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9. There's your 4 hours. So what are you doing between the 5 to the 9? You can fill in, maybe you read a book, mobility. You might go, do another shot of coffee at 8 o'clock. Go for it. And then realize at the end of the week, my sleep's been pretty bad. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Caffeine doesn't agree with me at nighttime. We'll remove that and implement maybe some tea. Maybe some we're talking about sex. Or other extracurricular activities that help relieve stress and help you feel better. Whatever that is, that could be playing video games. That could be, but then again, you would reflect and maybe you notice that you're really on edge. So it's not relieving it's not allowing the body to calm down. It's exciting you. So, okay, cool. Change that. So whatever floats your boat to help you alleviate that stress and really calm the body down are things that you can input. So you could do weekly, quarterly ways to build habits and rituals. So here is a list of things that you could do. And you might find 1 or 2 of these things or all of these things helpful. So for example, create a pitch black room. Don't drink liquids an hour before bed. Some people do 5 hours, but maybe start with 1. Eat 4 meals a day, maybe 3. You could fast in the morning till 2 o'clock. So you don't eat anything in the morning. So you get focused and dialed in on your work. Have your coffee, have your water, and big breaths. get as oxygenated as possible. One thing that I like is I do this every morning now is I go, so I lift my arms up as high as I can and pull them back down, and it pulls on the trap and really gets the diaphragm working. And I do 3 sets of 30 of that. So big breaths, but like at fast pace, like it's like known as a heating breath in yoga. If you're feeling tired, take a big yawn, do another one, and really like open the jaw, like open it up, lengthen it out, because you're probably sitting in a kyphotic posture. So really just don't be like, meow, like open up. Maybe do a thing called Modified Big Three. Check out Vitruvian Health YouTube channel. Got the video there, or check out in the link below. It's posted there for you. Do the Modified Big Three or Core 4 to help open up your posture. Calculate what your weight is in grams, so kilos. So if you weigh 100 kilos, times it by 200 grams of protein for you per day. Divide that by your 4 meals. That's 50 grams of protein per meal. Consume your protein, and then you can have carbs and fats as a buffer. If you're like, what does that mean? Reach out. Below, there is also a thing on carbohydrates and proteins, so you can get an idea of macros and things to put into the diet. There is a YouTube video with Jordan who talks through nutrition and help with weight loss. Go for walks, clear your head, give yourself at least 30 minutes a day to do the things you really enjoy doing. Journal or write down top 3 things that you want to do or achieve. Align yourself with a friend or a colleague, catch up once a week. I have a rule, maximum 4 people that'll hang out through the week to reflect and review. Still need to get back to the business and the work. Find habits that support you. So what are you doing first thing in the morning when you wake up? Maybe don't pick up your phone. Meditate. I do priming with Tony Robbins, like for gratitude. Delete that. Do priming. I like to do priming. I jump on a trampoline, so I do priming with Tony Robbins. Sometimes if I'm feeling tired, I'll lie down, feet on the couch, working on that breathing. So, it's like a little mini nap. Revitalize yourself. You get a trampoline, bounce up and down to that 5 minutes. That's fun. Stimulates the lymphatic system. Find good alternatives to coffee. So I do Jocko Go. So it's got like L-carnitine in it, alpha-GPC, stimulates the dopamine receptor, theanine, mitigates the cortisol spike. So when you have your coffee, cortisol goes up and then tapers down. So then you'll be like, oh man, I need another coffee. Don't get that, which is really cool. Exercise. I like to do an hour and a half every day, 5 days a week, sorry. Just opening the body up. And I also do 30 minutes of yoga at nighttime just to wind down. Like, could even just start like this. Neck circles, gently opening up to free and relieve tension from my body. So then when I go have my hot shower, I do a hot, cold. I am then able to relax more and go to sleep. I supplement with magnesium at night. 1 cap of Trimag. If you want some, reach out. We stock it in the club. Let's start with that. There's a few things there for you. If you're interested, we're actually running a sleep seminar on the 23rd of June, and we'll be running more of these events with many more hacks. We've got over 64 at the moment. I'm working on cracking the 100. You might be like, that's a lot, but at the end of the day, 1 or 2 things to help you. So with a goal, whatever it is, flesh it out. Find out if it's really what you want. Build the habits and the routines to help you successfully achieve that. If you don't achieve your goal, ask yourself, why not? Reflect each week. How am I tracking? How am I going? Am I getting there? And maybe you need to tweak something. Maybe you're eating too much. Got to dial that back, bring back those calories. If you find it hard and challenging to really dial in and you need more accountability, reach out to us at vitruvianhealth.com.au, info@vitruvianhealth.com.au, and our team will get you in touch with one of our expert trainers to help you. Until next time, adios, amigos. Hey, thanks so much for joining the episode of Table Talk today. We hope you found some helpful tips and inspiration in staying healthy and fit, even with a busy schedule. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast. Stay tuned for our next conversation. Until then, keep prioritizing yourself, your health, your fitness, and we'll see you on the next Table Talk.